being prepared are for, let's say, general purpose. Okay, but actually, it is said that if you have satisfied the information needs of your investors, so most likely you are also catering to the information needs of other stakeholders. So may it be customers, your employees, government agencies, okay, so management, okay, and etc. So what is the best way to internalize your investor? Okay, is of course to become one of them. Okay, to become one. Okay, so that is why part of my advocacy. So aside from teaching this, okay, teaching the subject is to really educate people more on the availability of these financial markets. Okay, so because Filipinos seldomly purchase them because of they are afraid that it might cost a lot of money, or it would be very difficult to manage. Okay, so so to become an effective accountant, okay, so to become an effective accountant, you must understand first the 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 different needs of your audience. So atong trabaho, 'di ba, aside from preparing the financial statements, is to communicate with them. Okay? So to communicate them, so and help them decide. Okay? Help them decide. So in the case of the investors, the information that we are trying to feed to them, okay, are the information that helps them to decide. Okay, so help them to decide whether they're going to buy, okay, going to buy shares, are they going to sell the shares, or are they are are they going to hold or maintain the shares. Okay, so we will also have a review of some of the financial markets, or the securities that we have discussed in the money and capital markets. So what is also the relationship of these instruments or financial instruments to in achieving your goals. Okay, so which instruments are appropriate or suitable for short-term goals, which instruments are appropriate for the medium and long term. Okay, so let us start. Okay, so uh, the, the concepts that you will learn from here is not only applicable to from one company. Okay, so when we say mutual funds, so we're talking about mutual funds in general. Okay, so and the concepts in mutual funds are also applicable in the what we call the unit investment trust funds, or the UITF. So the UITF are being sold in the commercial banks. Okay, so kung ato mong bangko, mangita mo og unit investment trust funds, so most of the banks na ana. Okay, and then UITFs and mutual funds have similarities. Kaso lang, ang UITFs are mostly found in the banks. Okay? They're mostly found in the banks. While mutual funds can only be purchased in a mutual fund companies. So for example, the in Sun Life. Okay? So we're not going to talk about their history. So overview. So a mutual fund is where money from different shareholders are pooled and invested by an investment company into a diversified portfolio of securities. Okay? So may tabuan daghan mo shareholders. Okay? So your money will be pooled. Okay? So inyong ihatag sa investment company, and then the investment company will then use the money to buy the different securities. Okay, so when we talk about securities, so it can refer to money markets, bonds, stocks, okay, etc. Okay. Where is the money invested? So they are invested in the following funds. So several funds. So such as bond, equity, and etc. So the fund that you are going to invest depends on your investment objective. So unsay gamitan sa fund, okay? Or when are you going to use the fund, okay? So and the philosophies that will govern the investment of funds it manages. Bond or sa fund niya imong i-purchase, okay? Because there are investors who are risk averse, okay? So kumbaga naiuban investors nga they would like to take more risks, okay? There are also investors that they don't want to take uh, a high risk, okay, in their investments, okay? But also take note that if you take the lowest risk, okay, so 'di ba in finance we have this saying that the lower the risk, the lower the return, or the lower the possible return, and the higher the risk, the higher the possible return. Okay, so so the reason why we are pulling the money, okay, ngano gina-pull man, ngano dili naman lang magtagsa-tagsa og hatag ang mga shareholders, okay? The reason is uh, it will be more expensive pag mag-direct stocks, okay, or mag-direct ka og adto sa mga funds. Okay? Like for example, so if you remembered our discussion about the equity securities, diba before you purchase a share or a company share, you need to take note of its board lot, okay, or ang tapok. Okay? So for example, for Jollibee shares, you cannot buy just one share. Okay? So for example, at this price range, so 150 to 200, so let us say you need to buy 20 shares, okay, or perhaps 100 shares. Okay, so multiply 100 shares by 150. Okay, pila man na siya? So let's say 15,000. So you need to prepare 15,000 just to buy one company shares. If you're gonna buy another company shares, then you will need to prepare another money for you to buy. Okay. However, in the mutual fund, okay, that is not the case. Okay. So even at 1,000 pesos as the minimum, okay, you can already buy a number of company shares. Okay. It is already diversified. So when you say diversified, you are putting your money in several instruments or in several investments. Okay. So we have a saying that we do not put all our eggs in one basket. Okay. So if you're gonna invest, do not invest it in just one investment. You have to put it in several investments. So the reason why we are diversifying, it's because the reason why we are diversifying, it's because if you put all your eggs in one basket or you put all your investments in one investment, and then something happened to that investment, okay? So just like all investment, di ba na maginay risk, okay? Even banks, okay? So all your money will be lost, okay? That is why you need to put it in several investment instruments. So this is how the mutual fund process works. So at the first picture, so you can see there are a lot of people there. So they are the shareholders. Okay. So all their money is being pooled. So uh, gina-collectanan, and then these investors will give their money to the mutual fund company, and it is the task of the of the mutual fund company to buy several securities. So pwede na niya gamiton to buy the stocks, to buy money markets, to buy bonds, okay, and so on. The mutual fund company is governed by the following. So the fund company have their external auditors, so who will check whether the financial statements and the valuation of the investments are correct and in accordance with the Philippine Financial Reporting Standards. The board of directors, so they are the ones overseeing the operations of the mutual fund company. And then lastly is the SEC, or the Securities and Exchange Commission. Okay, so this is the agency that governs all corporations, all partnerships, and all securities. So the role of the Sun Life, so they are a fund management company. So they are the ones managing your funds. So unlike in the direct stocks nga you are monitoring for many hours, okay? In the mutual fund company, so there's no need because somebody is managing your funds. Distribution agent, so they are the ones purchasing. So kung naay mga bagong issuance ang government securities, so sa ila ginahatag to resell. Okay? Or if there are equities, mga IPOs, okay, so they become a distribution agent of those securities. So transfer agent, okay, so they become a transfer agent. Um, mutual fund company mong good are not the ones sa tawag gani na ay mga most of the money are not kept in the mutual fund company. Okay, they are actually being stored or being deposited in their custodian in their preferred custodian banks. So ang ilang official nga banks, okay, so for example for SLAMC, say, or Sun Life Asset Management are the HSBC and Citibank. Now, if the mutual fund investors would like to redeem or to sell their mutual fund shares, okay, so the bank will withdraw the money, will release the money going back to the mutual fund company, and then the mutual fund company will give them back to the investors. Okay, so including the capital and the capital gains. So how do you earn in a mutual fund? Okay, so suppose you have an initial investment amount of 1 million pesos. Okay, and then at the start you buy a share. So ang share sa mutual fund is a share price sa mutual fund is called the NAV-PS, or the net asset value per share. Okay, so net asset value per share. So for example, you have 1 million and then you purchase a mutual fund, and then the NAV PS is 2 pesos. Okay? So in your 1 million pesos, you can buy 500,000 shares. So gikuha ni siya by dividing the 1 million by 2 pesos. Okay? And then for after several months or several years, for example, nitubo siya, so the price of the mutual fund is now at 250 pesos. Okay? So from 2 pesos, na mo siyang 250. So for every share that you buy, you have a gain of 50 cents per share. Okay? 50 cents per share. So multiply that by 500,000. Okay? That's your total gain on investment. So 500,000 times 50.50. So you have 250,000 shares. Now, if you want to know the current value or the current investment value of your mutual funds, you simply multiply 500,000 by the current NAV PS. Okay, so 500,000 times 250, so you have 1,250,000. Okay, then computing for the ROI, or the return on investment, so divide the gain by its initial investment amount. So 250,000 divided by 1 million, so you have 25%. Okay. So the gains realized by investors upon redemption. So when we say redemption, upon selling the securities, okay, so they are actually tax free. Okay, so they are not included in the income tax. Okay, so what are the advantages if you invest in a mutual fund? Okay, so first of all, it's affordability. Okay, so for money market, if you want to invest in a money market, so the money market is the safest among all the funds in the mutual fund. Okay, so it's very affordable because even at 100 pesos, you can already start investing. Okay, minimum lang na siya og 100. And then for other funds such as bonds, stocks, and equities, so the minimum is 1,000 pesos. Okay? So second advantage is it's the added investing power and strength. So take note that there are a lot of you who are investing in a mutual fund. Okay? So dako kayo nga pundo, okay? Dako kayo nga kwarta, so dako kayo mga force in the stock market. Okay? So instant diversity. So again, in your 1,000 pesos, uh, you can already it is already diversified. So it is the company who does not only buy, for example, if you want to buy index fund, it is not only composed of one company, but several companies in the stock exchange. So I will show you later so kung unsa nga mga funds ang unsa nga mga company ang gina-purchasean sa shares. Liquidity. So mutual fund can be redeemed anytime. Okay? So you do not need to wait nga ala basig um, I want to redeem my mutual funds today. Okay? So maski pag karon na naka-invest ka, tomorrow gusto na nimo i-redeem, it's not a problem. Okay? So it's just like a bank nga you can invest and then you can withdraw anytime. Okay? So in comparison with the stock market, direct stocks, so even though you want to buy, for example, Jollibee shares at 150 pesos, so you need to wait for the seller. Okay? Kailangan magulat ka kung na is seller willing to sell that Jollibee for 150 pesos. Okay? Kung willing mo sell na, there's no deal. Okay? But in mutual funds, regardless, okay? So no need to wait for the other party. Okay? Next is the attractive long-term returns. So I will show you how attractive is mutual fund in terms of the time or kung asa mas profitable si mutual fund. Sa short term ba, medium term, or long term. So next is the peace of mind. So of course, so there's no need for you to from time to time to watch your investments. Okay? You can just monitor perhaps once a week, once a month, or even once a year. So there's no need to monitor it from time to time. So professional fund managers, okay, so the one handling the funds are of course they're expert in the field of finance. Okay, so they are working 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. Okay, ang ilang yung trabaho ana is solely on the managing of funds. Okay, so this is good for especially if you are a busy person. Okay, so you do have no time to monitor. So much better if you just give your money to those who are expert in that field and who have the time. Okay, who have the time to do those things. So in result, so you will have a peace of mind. Okay, Investor protection. So the mutual fund companies are, aside from regulated by the board of directors, okay, these are also regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission. Okay? So the Securities Exchange Commission are very strict, especially on mga financial companies. Okay? So mga mutual fund companies. So they need to submit reports, they need to comply the needed asset requirement. Okay? So for them to continue operating. Okay? So let's go to the different funds. Okay? Although some of the funds are not applicable to other mutual fund companies, but most of the funds are can be found also in other mutual funds. So so I can only speak for one company because I'm connected with this. I could not uh, I could not speak for other mutual fund companies. Okay. So money market. So if your investment objective is just to earn income over the short term period, okay, okay, short term period, so let's say less than a year. So perhaps money market is the suitable investment. Okay? So under your fund portfolio or your financial statements, so not only individuals can invest in the mutual funds, even companies. Okay? So your classification of the money market in your financial statements is under the cash and cash equivalent niya category or classification. We have the GS fund or the government securities fund. So if your objective is to provide the regular interest income and also to preserve your capital, okay? So you don't want to lose money. So kung ang 1,000 nimo as much as possible, dili makuha na imong 1,000. So so that's why it's called government securities because you are investing sa mga treasury securities. So treasury securities are debt instruments issued by the Philippine government through the Bureau of Treasury. So you are investing in a treasury bills, treasury notes, and treasury bonds. So bond fund. So same general investment objective. You want to have a regular interest income at the same time. You want to preserve the capital. Okay. However, the bond fund is riskier compared sa government securities because in the bond fund, so appeal na dira tong mga private corporations. But of course, dili na sila mga basta-basta private corporations. They're actually among the top private companies in the Philippines. So tungod kay risky ang bond fund, so expect that it has a higher interest income compared sa money market and government securities fund. So the next fund is balance fund. This is actually a mix of debt instruments or debt securities and equity securities. Okay, so you want to have a current income and also a enjoy the capital growth. Okay, so it is a mix of the high quality debt or bonds and equity. So it's from both domestic and foreign issuers. So you are investing your money in treasury bills, treasury notes, corporate debt papers, and a part of your money is also invested in the blue chip stocks. Okay, so recall what are the blue chip. So the blue chip stocks are um, the top 30 corporations in the PSE or the Philippine Stock Exchange. You have the equity fund. So this is purely mga stocks na ni sila. Okay, equities. So if you are after a long-term capital appreciation, so so anong long-term capital appreciation? Okay, because based on studies, it found out that um, less ang risk sa mga stocks if it is invested in a long-term period. Okay, let's say 10 years or more than that. Okay, So in equity fund, you're actually investing in a common stock, preferred stock, and convertible bonds. Okay, so we say convertible bonds. These are bonds that can be converted later into stocks. And of course, blue chip stocks listed in the PSE. Then you have the index fund. Okay, so if you check the index, the performance of the Philippine Stock Exchange Index. So at the start of the lockdown or the quarantine on March 19, okay, so the price of the PSE has been the lowest price for the past 10 years. Okay, so since 2008. So the price went as low as 4,000. Okay, so mo na general average price sa top 30 nga corporation sa Philippines. But if you look at the average price of the index nowadays, okay, just this day, okay, so it already reached 7,000. Okay, and it is also expected to nga mo increase pa na sa mon. Okay, so there's the index fund is only a mirror of the performance of the Philippine Stock Exchange, which means that you are actually investing in the top 30 common stocks in the Philippines. So achiever funds, so these are actually for those nga na goal in 2028, in 2038, and 2048. Okay? So these are actually mixed. Okay? So nanadiray equities, nanay fixed income. So we say fixed income, it refers to debt securities and preferred and cash and other liquid assets. So the World Equity Index feeder, so mga feeder funds, uh, these are appropriate if the economy is going down. Okay? So mas need mag-invest of feeder if the economy is going down. But if the economy is up, so the feeder is not the best option. So if you have a dollar currency, okay, so you can also invest in the following funds. Okay? So the equivalent of the money market sa Philippine peso is the dollar starter fund. Um, for bond fund, so you have the abundance fund. For the balance fund, you have the advantage as well as the wellspring fund. The equivalent of the equity fund in the dollar is the dollar world voyager. So in the dollar world voyager, you are investing in the different stock exchanges around the world. So you are investing your money in Europe, Asia, and emerging markets. So these are the mix for investment mix for the different types of funds. So this is for money market. So you can see the percentages kung asa na padulong asa gibutang. Okay. So let's say government bonds, that's 33%. Cash and other liquid assets, 28%. So the rest are divided into the three: corporate bonds, short-term placements, and money market. This is for the government securities. So government securities, so you have 94% are invested in bonds, government bonds or treasury bonds. So the rest are divided between money market and cash and other liquid assets. So this is for bond funds. So 69% of that is used to buy government bonds. The rest are used to buy corporate bonds, money market, and so on. For balance fund, so this is the composition. So almost 50-50, di ba? So 50% goes to the stocks or equities, while the rest are mga debt securities. So you have the Achiever Fund 2028. So 49% is composed goes to the stocks. The rest are divided among government bonds, cash, and other liquid assets. So 2038. So kung if you notice, nagkaanam kadak, the longer the year, the higher the allocation for equities. Okay? So it is now 78.94%. This is for 2048. So the equities is now 84.87%. So what are the equity holdings? So nana diri makita nimo. So these are the World Equity Index Feeder Fund. So the index fund is 99% uh, used to buy equities. So only a portion goes to cash and other liquid assets. This is for equity fund. Okay, the dollar starter. This is for the abundance fund. Okay, advantage fund for the wellspring. And then you have the world voyager. Okay, so now let's go to the historical returns. Okay, so I just want to caution you here that um, the historical returns uh, are not a guarantee. Okay, so it doesn't mean that what happens in the past or what are the returns in the past will still be what will occur in the future. Okay, or whatever is the percentage ROI in the past, it's 100% guarantee nga mo po'y makuha nimo nga ROI in the future. Okay, so however, it's important that you have an idea. Okay, so that at least you can see the possibilities or the range of possibilities. Okay? Possibilities and possible risk. So, so the figures here that I'm going to present is only up to September 30. So I don't have yet the figures for the last month and even today. So I'm expecting that for the next slides will be given to me, so the performance of some of the funds will improve. Okay. So, however, I just want you to get the glimpse of what is happening until September 30, 2020. So, you have the different funds. AUM stands for the assets under management. Okay? So, that's in billion pesos. So, see that among the funds, so it is the money market fund that is being purchased popularly. Okay? Then you have the net asset value per share. So this is equivalent to the share price or the market price for a mutual for the stocks. Okay. So if you want to buy a bond fund, so the price of that share is 3.17. Okay. YTD stands for yield to date. Okay. So from January 1, so the start of the year, 2020, January 1, 2020, up to September 30, 2020, what is now the yield, okay, or the ROI of that bond, of that fund? Okay, so the yield to date for the bond is nasa 3.35%. Okay, so year on year, so that's last September 30, 2019 to September 30, 2020. So it yielded 4.99%. So that's year on year. So for the balance, okay, so sadly for balance, it has a negative, okay, YTD. So it is due to the lockdowns, okay, so the decrease of the economic activity around the world. Uh, So that's why it was a negative 16.76. Then YOY, or the year on year, is negative 16.52. However, the balance compared to equity, the balance fund is not that uh, really got uh, hit the most. Okay, because remember the balance fund is composed of the debt. Okay, it is composed of bonds and equities. Okay, so however, in the during the pandemic, so during the quarantine, the stocks are the ones heavily hit by the pandemic. Okay, so it resulted to negative 27.75 as YTD, and YOY is 27.95. But notice nga, even though naatay pandemic, okay, so the money market fund, the GS fund, and the bond fund still gives the positive yield. Okay, so di ba money market has the lowest risk. Okay, but remember the lowest risk also gives the lowest return. Okay, GS fund is 2.40. Okay, the bond is 3.35, year on year is 4.99. Okay, so mutual funds is a better option because kung sa bangko ka, the deposit will earn around for now it's around 0.125%. Okay, so take note, 0.125%. Okay, so kuhaan pa na siya og final tax nga 20%. Okay, so dili siya, kumbaga, kung inflation pa lang, gikaon na sa inflation ang interest. Okay, so you have the index fund. Let's go to the best and worst performance of the following funds. So when you say best, so these are the time. Okay, so in investing mongol, it's also about timing. Okay, so kano sa ka mo sulod, kano sa ka mo mugawas. Okay, so if your investment is for 1 year, ang imong plano is 1 year lang. Okay, so and then you put your money in equity. Okay, so if you currently have 1 million pesos. Okay, and you happen to invest in June 21, 2006. So imo siyang gi-redeem, imo nag-start ka og butang June 21, 2006. 1 year after, okay, it generated 69.13% ROI. But the problem is, what if you happen to invest in the worst time to invest, or worst day to invest? That's October 29, 2007. So actually, padulong na ni siya sa recession. Okay? Recession sa US. So you lose money from 1 million, you lose around 42.87% of your money. So from 1 million, it becomes 571,000. Okay? However, if you notice nga magkataas ang time sa pag-invest, okay? So magkadako ang ROI, magka-lower po ang risk. Okay? So for example, in the 10-year period, so even if you happen to invest in the worst date, September 28, 2010, your 1 million will still uh, give a return of 19.55%. Okay? And the best performance, so if you invest in the May 18, 2003, okay, so your 1 million uh, already become 6,434,340. That's for the equity fund. So let's look for the other performance of another fund. So for balance, okay, compared sa equity, dili kayo ina nakataas ang ROI, okay, regardless of the year. Pero if you notice, magkataas ang panahon, magkadako ang ROI. And then if you compare the risk sa balance of sa equity fund, di ba? Negative 42.87 ang pinaka dako nga loss. Sa balance fund, pinakadako nga loss is on the negative 29.70. So as time goes by, magkagamay ang risk or magka-lessen ang risk. This is for bond fund. So bond fund is good for, so ang nindot pang long term is balance fund and equity fund. For bond fund, so even though 7 years ang term, so the worst is still positive, okay, 7.78. Okay, so bond fund is good for mga medium term. This is for the advantage and abundance. Okay, so those are just some of the funds. Okay, so I want to show you an example okay, so I want to show you an example of uh, so I'm not supposed to show this, yes, for academic purposes. So for example, you have invested in several funds. So you have the bond equity index. So this is diversified. Okay. So so in bond funds, so it has already an unrealized loss, a negative ROI. However, if you look at the stocks, okay, equity and index, so it generated positive ROI. Okay. So for equity, it's already generating 4.45, while index fund is already generating 6.86%. Okay. And I'm expecting it to increase further in the coming months, okay, coming years. So if you have a total cost of investment, for example, of 139, then the fund value is 147. So you now have the unrealized gain of 8,181.83. Okay? So unrealized gain or unrealized loss because wa pa man nimo siya gi-actual og baligya. Okay? If imo na ni siyang gi-actual og baligya, it will now become realized gain or realized loss. Okay? Unrealized gain or an unrealized loss is also known as the paper loss. Okay? So paper loss lang. Okay, so we're done with the presentation. those who want to ask questions, you can now ask questions. Okay, so question from Joanna Pearl. Sir, what happens if di nimo maklaim balik imong investment? Maski beyond na siya sa term. Okay? Mo to continue gyapon og roll imong balance or mo stop na siya? So actually, katong rolling is actually kuan lang to siya nato kanang si tawag ani. Um, kumbaga what if scenarios lang to siya, but in the mutual fund wala man gud siya gingon nga kanang maturity date or term nga kano sa dapat nimo siya i-redeem, kano sa dapat ka kano sa ka dapat mag-redeem, kano sa ka dapat magbutang. Okay? So kung wala nimo siya gi-redeem, so wala man siya term, so kung naara gyud gihapon siya dito, it will continue to earn. Okay? It will continue to earn, or it will uh, it it will have a loss if ever nga na event that will disrupt again the economy. Okay? So continue ra gyud gihapon to siya. That's why we need to plan our goal, to compute for the amount that we need, so that pag maabot na siya ana nga amount, okay, let's say you want to save 300,000, okay, and then your mutual fund already reached 300,000. Okay? So pwede na nimo siya i-redeem because it already satisfies the financial requirement for that financial goal. Okay? Okay. Okay. Thank you also for that question. Okay. So other questions or clarifications? So, basta ng uban sa inyo na, magdagan na kayong pangutana. Okay? So, no need to be shy. No need to be hesitant to ask questions. So, actually, kita ra may ga plano ato nga, kuan, kanang, for example, if, in my case, for example, if I want to get married next year, so, karon pa lang, last 2019 pa lang, ga forecast na ko, ga compute na ko pila akong kailangan, okay? Taking into consideration the some inflation, okay? So ako din na siyang gi-compute, gi-divide na ako as to using again the time value of money concept to get the payments or the monthly investments that I need to invest every kinsina ba karon or every month, so that I will reach the amount. Okay? So that is why the time value of money is really important. Okay, but I'm not saying nga katong 5 years kailangan 5 years good mo, because depende na sa imong plan. Okay? So if you want to travel, so let's say next year, so yeah, rapod taman imong mutual fund. Okay? So the mutual fund has no due date or no maturity. Okay? Ikaw ang magpaigo kung kanusta nimo kailangan ang money, or na-achieve na ba nimo ang imong goal sa investment. Okay, how about the others? Do you have some questions? Okay, so I think marag wala na. So next meeting we are done with the coverage for semifinals. However, in your semifinals exam, the topic nga included lang dito is the insurance. Okay? So insurance lang akong iapid. Okay? So so the coverage for semifinals, overview, financial institutions and markets, time value of money, the money and capital markets, and insurance. So we will not meet next week. So our next meeting would be on November, ano sama na siya? November 24. Okay? November 24. Okay? So your last topic before the finals is the financial statements analysis. Okay? So financial statements analysis is also a very useful tool in the investment, okay? In making investment decisions. Okay, so if there are no more questions, so I think that would be all. So thank you for listening. Thank you for the participation. So God bless in your for those who will take next week. So God bless. Okay, so stay safe and wish you all the best. Okay,
Thank you, sir.
thank you.